All right, we're here with Georgia Southwestern coach Josh McDonald.
Coach, obviously not the way you wanted, but can you give an opening statement about the day and just the way you guys battled?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to lose 2 one-run games. And obviously, it's always tough in this 3-team bracket to have a game like that in the first one and have to turn around and play right after that. But give our guys credit. You know, I think over the course of this year and the things we've accomplished for the first time in the program's history of not only winning a regular season championship, but then winning a tournament. I think we belong here, and I hope people across the country realize that we're not just a surprise team. You know, I think that was kind of the case early or late in the spring with some of the early polls. You know, and I hope people realize that even though the results wasn't what we wanted this weekend, I think we solidified ourselves as we're a national contender, and I think we're going up from here.
That was actually kind of what I was going to start with. You know, do you feel like, again, one loss, and I know there's no moral victories, but at the same time, do you feel like it's just another positive step in continuing to build this, what you want to build, over this, what you've done over the last few years?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think with what we have, we're only losing really one guy out of our lineup. So all the arms are returning. Most of the position guys are returning. So, again, and I think our guys knew coming in that this just wasn't just to come in and see what it was about. I think the expectation was what everybody else wants, and I think that's what our program's about. You know, and there's a lot of guys on this team. There's 3 or 4 guys that have been there since I've been there, since 2019, and been a part of some things across the years. So, and it's tough to see those guys go. I know we did some things that we had talked about that first year. We accomplished those things this year. So, and there'll always be a big part of this program.
And your starting pitcher, and I speak to him because just quite frankly, he was shoving tonight. He struggled a little bit in the first inning, missed a little bit, but he was able to get out of that and pitch really well for the middle portion of the game. Speak to his performance tonight.
And he's been that guy all year. You know, he does walk some guys, but then he finds a way to get out of it. And he's one of the best kids you can ever ask for. You know, he just does his thing every day. He goes out, works hard. And he deserves every bit of success he gets. He deserves that, you know. And it's unfortunate that he doesn't get the win. I know he gets a no decision in that, but I think he deserved the win in that one, you know. And it's baseball at times; it doesn't always go our way. Like I told our guys, tomorrow the sun's going to come up. It'll be a new day. It'll just be a little bit different. So.
Staying with that, you said it's baseball, things can turn quickly. Do you feel like it was just that in the late innings right there that things just kind of started, the momentum kind of turned to North Greenville, I guess?
Yeah, and I would say, I mean, when you have instant replay, it changes things, you know. I mean, that's baseball as well, you know. It's, I don't know, momentum's a big thing in baseball, and especially when you're playing an offensive team like North Greenville. If you give them a little bit, they'll take a lot at times, you know, so. But then Joe's been our guy on the back end most of the year, you know, and he's been a guy that's been around quite some time, and this year's been the best year he's had at this level. So, again, I don't think it's anything that we could have done different. You know, I think it's, again, I'm proud of our guys. I just told them just a minute ago, don't hang their heads about anything, you know, because they have a lot to be proud of, you know, but I think this hurts a little bit for them because we were so close to moving on till the next day or Saturday or whatever it would have been. But again, I think for this program, this is a huge step for us moving forward.
And so what is the one thing, when you look back on the 2023 Canes team, what is the one thing that you're going to remember?
I mean, there's quite a few. But I think it's just these group of guys and what they've done down the stretch here lately. You know, I think being down against Columbus, down 7 in the 14 tournament, first round, and or I guess down 4 or 5, whatever it was, and coming back twice in that game to beat them, scoring 7 in 1 inning. There's just no fight. There's a lot of fight in this team. There's no quit. You can see that in the first game. It was, I guess, 5-0, and we put up 4 in the 9th, and we won short. But again, we probably could have scratched a few more runs this game to extend that lead. But again, give credit to North Greenville and what they did. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a lot of things we can look back on. But again, it's just those guys, the ones that were here in 2019 that probably exceeded expectations then, and there's been an upward trend since then, and ultimately I can remember the day looking those guys in the eyes and saying, guys, somebody in this group will win a championship one day. And I think that's something that those guys can always be proud of.
Congratulations on a great season. You represented Houston and Peach Belt incredibly well this week. Thank
I
you.
appreciate it.